Well, in today's adventure, we're photographing a piece of history. Winter has a way of bringing the desert to life. From seasonal visitors to the locals who call this place home year-round, there's always something stirring out here. But beyond the landscapes and wildlife, I'm drawn to the stories etched into these back roads. Now, I'm born and raised from Nevada, and I know you've heard me say that a million times. Now, while my photography takes me to incredible places, there's something deeply fulfilling about slowing down and revisiting my roots. Today's adventure is one of those special ones where the past and present collide. Not only does it remind us of how time has shaped these lands, but it connects us to the history woven into them. And more importantly, it highlights why preserving these stories matters. So let's head deep into the Nevada wilderness and capture a piece of history. Well, welcome to 2025, guys. I know it's been a while. Pretty much almost a month into 2025 already. I got busy with some work things, some family things. And it's just kind of nice laying low. So this is my first video back. Thought no other better way to start off 2025 than kind of coming back to some old stomping grounds. So just getting a little fire going here. Gonna cook some burgers here in a second. But you know, growing up out here in the desert, a lot of these areas I haven't been to in a long time. So it's kind of fun coming back and revisiting them. This one is pretty special. It's been a long time since I've been here. We're actually gonna go looking for some petroglyphs tomorrow, trying to see if I can remember where they are. Just a quick overnight trip today, so I'm gonna get my fire going again. So I just got this forced air, essentially it's just a blower from, it's made by Zippo. I'm not sponsored. I bought this actually when I was at the store grabbing some other supplies. I saw this and it was only like 15 bucks. So I picked it up. I'll give it a go. It's a lot better than having to sit down and kind of blow on the fire when you're trying to get it going. So I have enjoyed it so far. So far 2025 has been off to a really good start in terms of camping. Spent New Year's, about 6 days over New Year's with some a friend of mine, and my brother-in-laws, and my wife. And I didn't film any of that because that was just out camping. I sometimes just enjoy camping and not doing all this filming stuff, but I know you guys enjoy it, so I also enjoy sharing these adventures with you guys. It's just, sometimes it's fun just to get out and camp by myself and camp with family and not document it. Now I kind of have a goal for 2025 that I will reveal to you guys later, but not in this video, probably in some future videos, but it's going to keep me kind of regional, exploring the backcountry here of my state, and take you guys, you know, I've done some adventuring out here before, but I want to get out more in 2025, and I have access to a ton of BLM land out here, so it makes it pretty easy. Obviously I'm a photographer though, so I need to incorporate some photography, which is why we are here today. We'll be doing it tomorrow, but hoping to get a decent shot of this historical icon here and see what we can create. Now, although I have done some camping, this is my first time solo camping, and we were actually staying in the van fully, so some stuff has been taken out of the van. I got some new equipment that's been going in the van that frankly I left at home because I forgot about it. I also forgot simple things like ketchup because we took our ketchup out, so I'm going to be having some dry burgers tonight. Well, I did have mayo, so it's not gonna be completely dry, but very plain burger. But there's something about cooking it over fire that just makes it so much better. So I have started using these called overnight oats this last week because I am probably the world's worst when it comes to breakfast. Honestly, I'm so much better out here in the field because I usually need to cook breakfast for content purposes. But at home, I'm really bad about just drinking coffee and not having some breakfast. And mainly it's just because I'm going so quick. So, not sponsored at all. I paid for these. This video is just a real laid back update into what I'm doing with life right now, but so far it's been pretty good. We're on a trial, just testing out some different ones. The mocha flavor is really good. I had the apple cinnamon this morning. It was pretty good. My wife likes the strawberries and cream, and I'm gonna try the coconut cream pie because I like coconut. So I'm gonna have kind of an early morning tomorrow, but I gotta do some walking and some hiking, so I want to have some nutrition. That way I actually have some energy to burn, especially because I'm kind of out of shape right now. I haven't been doing much walking. Yep, so you just put it in a little shaker bottle, some milk. I am lactose intolerant, so I do drink non-fat milk or skim milk. Now tomorrow I'm going to be in a wilderness area away from the van, and the van does have Starlink, and I do have a cell booster. And where I'm at, more than likely I'm going to get cell service. It's kind of all throughout out here. It's just spotty. So one hill you might have it, one hill you might not. But I charged up my Garmin InReach. I have the Messenger Plus InReach, so you just turn this on and I put it in my pack, and usually up front or something, and I can actually use the Garmin app to text through this, which is awesome. I can also send photos and stuff, so it's been kind of cool in terms of hikes, being able to keep in touch with my wife. It's a, you know, obviously you're texting through satellite and you do have to pay extra for that subscription service, but I am out in the hills enough that I do pay for it, and having some form of communication like this is really important in my opinion. I also have the Mini, and it's around here somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but I might do a comparison video down the road talking about these if you guys are interested, but definitely gonna be talking about my favorite communication methods for off-grid travel here pretty quick. But we're working back into 2025. It's been a tough time getting my creative juices going. I'll be honest with you guys there. I'm taking a second just kind of getting everything organized because I am gonna bust out of here pretty early, probably about an hour and a half before sunrise. I got about, I don't know, 30-minute drive. When I got to this area, I was convinced that this was the camp spot and the trailhead that I needed, but it's been about 7 years since I've been here, so I was definitely wrong about that. So it's actually on the opposite side of the wilderness area here, so I gotta drive over there, or I gotta walk a lot further to get to it. And it's been about that long since I have been to this area, or since I found the petroglyphs that we're going for, so I may not find them tomorrow, I don't know. I'm gonna do some more digging, try to refresh myself using Google Earth on the landscape and stuff. So tomorrow when I'm gonna be walking around like a lost puppy, I maybe have a little bit more idea of where I'm going. Now, I'm not naming names on purpose. This is a very protected area, and not too long ago, some people, not in this area, but some people decided down in Vegas that it would be a good idea to write over the top of petroglyphs, and I don't think that's cool. So, because some people are idiots out there, I tend to be tight-lipped about protected areas like this, especially in my home here. I want to keep my home nice. It's not just a barren wasteland out here. So now inevitably somebody's going to say something about me pouring all those bottles of water instead of using my onboard water here in the van. And if you guys have watched the channel for a while, you know I don't have water purification on board. I do have this water bottle that does purification that I did a review on that's actually really good. But I was actually up in my property that I've mentioned or alluded to in the past, and that's where I filled the van up. And that water, the well that we have, does have kind of a high alkaline content, and even with purification, I don't trust drinking it. I had a bad experience as a kid, so I grabbed a case of water that we had up there that was kind of almost empty, so just for some drinking water. Now I might do some updated testing with that now and see, but I would rather be home before I test that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my coffee ready for the morning too. I want to be as set up and ready to go as I possibly can. Oh, I forgot I need to zip tie that. Something came loose down below, so I gotta zip tie it. But
to a location like this. I actually got here with plenty of time, which was awesome. I thought I was going to run out of time kind of actually getting the light I wanted. Maybe a touch late, but this is our main subject here. I just didn't want to get it where some of it was under light, some of it wasn't. Either wanted it all under light or not, but being able to have this in shade and the background kind of in some light is going to give some more depth and dimension to the scene. So I'm going to play around with a couple different compositions. And I'll show you guys probably them on the video.
The petroglyphs on this rock likely belong to the Great Basin tribes, which include the Paiute, the Shoshone, and the Washoe people. These indigenous groups have lived here for thousands of years and used rock art to communicate, document spiritual beliefs, and mark important locations. This particular set is believed to have come from the Archaic period, but the exact time and date is unknown. The Paranagit Man, also sometimes called the Spiral Man or the Stick Man, is a common figure found in the petroglyphs of the Great Basin. They are often depicted with large rectangular bodies and horn-like appendages. Antelope and other wildlife figures suggest a connection to the hunting and survival of the people, and possibly linked to ceremonies or teachings about the natural world. And the winding lines and spirals may represent rivers, pathways, or passages of time itself. Now, although we may never know exactly what these are meant to depict or what stories they're telling, the undeniable truth is that they are a direct link to those who walked the lands before us. So, all in all, that was about a 4-mile day. Not bad. First time out hiking in a couple weeks, so felt good. If you guys enjoyed this content and you're new to the channel, then maybe consider hitting that subscribe button down below so you can join us on the next adventures. Going to be releasing some information about the Garmin InReach as well as some other communication devices here soon. But that is it. I'm going to hit the road. I will see you guys in the next adventure.